We are at PDAC 2013. I'm Alicia Hyatt, and this is Brent Cook, the editor of Exploration Insights. Thanks for joining us, Brent.
Thank you.
The past couple of years have been tough for the mining industry. On the major side, we've seen capital cost escalation, write-downs, and on the junior side, we've seen a lack of access to capital. Have you ever seen it like this before? I mean, it is a cyclical industry.
Sort of. I mean, this is starting to remind me of the '97 bust that lasted for about 4 years. The difference being now is then it was, people could jumped off into the dot-com thing, so a lot of these junior companies kind of turned into whatever was popular then. Now it's hard to see what to turn into. Plus we've got high metal prices, and that's sort of perplexes a lot of people as to why is it that we've got high metal prices yet we're feeling like, worse than we did when it was $300 gold.
So you do expect the junior market to recover at some point. When do you think that might be, and what would be the catalyst?
I really don't. If you're talking about your average POS.V, venture exchange company, I think they're gone and they're not coming back. So if anyone's out there hoping that all the turkey's going to fly again, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we've gone through a major change in how investors look at the mining sector. I wrote about that on my website. You can go there and get it. But what is going to happen is that the long-term viability of this sector is very good, and that we are using, in general, more metals than we're finding and developing, and it's getting much harder to do so. So what I think is really going to happen is we're going to see a lot of this irrelevant stuff go away, but the few guys and gals that have money, a good management, good projects, they're going to do quite well coming out of this. And I don't think it's going to happen until at least next year. But that's the place I'm spending all my time on.
Okay. So do you have any tips for investors on how to weather the storm over the next at least 12 months?
I think the intelligent thing to do is look through your portfolio. If a company, you don't remember why you bought it, or they've got no money and a project that really hasn't been working well, just take the loss. Recover as much money as you can, take the loss, and find the very select few that have really good projects. There's a lot of them out there right now. And it's hard to say timing, when's the best time to buy these, because it keeps going down, and the resource funds are getting just hit with redemptions. I think it was $4.7 billion this year of being outflow from those funds. So they're just selling everything that they can sell. So the good stuff's coming down as much as the bad stuff now. So that's what I would say, is make sure you know what you're buying, make sure you've got an idea what the economics behind it are, and do a lot of research, because no one's going to buy something that doesn't work. The dumb money's gone.
So the TSXV has been declining for the last 2 years. What's been your best call during that period?
We actually had, in 2012, we had a good year. Overall, the portfolio was still up 15%, and on just the stuff we bought and sold in 2012, we were up over 50%. And that was because two things, I think. Well, three. One, we were lucky. Two, I was very selective. I don't buy much. I'm very selective in what I buy, so we didn't participate. We didn't buy a bunch of stuff that went down. And third is, we recognized developing discoveries, and discoveries are always going to be worth something. And that's where I really want to focus, and I think that's the best place to be. Is you can identify discoveries now and have the time to do the due diligence and decide whether to get in or out. But just make sure it's something you want to own, because lots of times there's no way out.
Are there any companies that you're excited about right now?
There are. Some of them I won't talk about because they're new in my letter. But certainly Reservoir Minerals is one we did well on last year. We took some money off the table. They've got an amazing discovery with Freeport in Serbia. I like Lydian. They've got a great deposit and the stock's just been hammered with fund selling. Those are two that come to mind. But there's a lot of good projects out there. I just had a good meeting with you and Downey at Premier. Again, this stock's down to $2-something, and they've got what look to be some good deposits, and they're kind of mixed in with Goldcorp in there as well. And he's hired some people out of Agnico. So this is a company that's price is going down, yet what they're actually, the value is going up. So those sorts of things I think are where to be looking.
Good advice. Thanks, Brent.
Thank you.